Welcome to this mini episode of Anne of Green Gardens. Have you ever tasted a really delicious tomato and wished that you could save the seeds and plant it in your garden next year? Well, you can. But the only thing is you want to make sure that you know a little bit about your tomato. There are different kinds of tomatoes. So, for example, an heirloom tomato is something you may have heard a lot about. That is a tomato whose seeds have been passed down from generation to generation. So the seeds from that tomato will grow the tomatoes that you want. Now there's another kind of tomato that's called a hybrid, and that would be something that you might find that's like Ace or Better Boy, a tomato like that, and that's a hybrid. And what a hybrid is, it's when somebody finds a tomato they really like, but there's something about it they don't like. And they find another tomato they like, but something about it they don't like. And they go, I wish that I could have the skin of Arkansas Traveler combined with the flavor of Cherokee Purple. So I'm going to cross the two, and then at the end I'm going to get this really awesome tomato, and I'm going to rename it, and it's a hybrid. Now unfortunately, when you plant that seed, you can't get that same tomato again. You'll just get some sort of a strange plant that's not the same as the parent plant. So if you know that you've got an heirloom tomato and you want to save it, you get your knife and you cut into your tomato. Okay, so here's a really pretty inside, and I really like to look at the insides of the tomatoes. Sometimes the seeds are like right on the edges, they're in different places, so you want to go in and just get out your seeds, and once you've gotten all the seeds out, you're ready to save them. So let's pretend that I am. And you'll see on these seeds, they've got this little mucilage. It's like a mucilage. It's a kind of a slimy material coating the outsides of the seeds. Well, what you want to do is you want to get rid of that before you save the seed. So you get a container and you put your seeds in the container, and then you're going to add a little bit of water. Now what's going to happen is a natural fungus is going to, don't look at my messy sink, a natural fungus is going to start to grow on these seeds. So fast forward 3 to 4 days, and I've got this tomato here called Marble Stripe, and boy has it got some beautiful fungus. And let me just tell you, don't do this without telling your family what you're up to, because it does not smell great. It doesn't smell really terrible, but like I said, it's not the best smell. So then once the fungus has grown and it's eaten away at the mucus, I cannot say that other word, so we'll just call it that, then you want to rinse it out. So here is an example of one of the tomatoes. I can't decide which one I want to do. Well, I'll just show you what I did. So basically, I rinsed them off, and if you have a sieve or some sort of a colander you can put them through, then go ahead and set them on the a piece of paper, or you can put them on a plate of some sort and let them dry out for a few days, and then they'll be ready to go. And this whole time, make sure you remember what the name of the tomato was, the date that you started it, and write that down. And so I have all these different heirlooms, and I really, really liked pineapple, marble stripe, persimmon, and I'm going to be writing a book about it, so I hope you will read it, and these very seeds may be found in the back of the book. And if you have something called a coin envelope, which I happen to, somebody gave me these, they're probably from a hobby store, you just take your little coin envelope and you write the name of your seeds, and then you go ahead and you put them in your envelope and seal them. And because seeds are alive, you want to make sure that you put them in something that is able to breathe. So inside a paper container is perfect. So I hope that you have had fun learning about how to save your own tomatoes, and that you'll join me next time. And until then, happy seed saving.